And good Wednesday evening. Time to take a look here at your weather webcast. And of course, we have a lot to talk about. A lot of people with questions, and a lot of questions than answers per se with the storm system. So we're going to try to break it down to what we do know. And right now, take a look at your weather focus here. Thursday is going to be dry. It's going to be a pretty good day. We're actually going to have temperatures warming up into the lower 50s. So overall, your Thursday, you're not going to notice that we're expecting a lot of wintry weather coming into the area by the way that Thursday will fill out there for you. But then things will change quickly. By Friday, we're looking at a wintry mess moving on through northern Georgia. Now, when I say a wintry mess, everyone wants to jump straight to the snow word, and we may see some of that, but we also have to keep in mind that we're also talking about seeing a threat of freezing rain, regular cold rain, and some sleet as well along with that snow. So it's not just going to be a snow event. So I just want to kind of clarify that again for a lot of people. But then Friday night into your Saturday, as some more cold air comes in, not only at the surface but also upstairs aloft, we could see some more enhanced snowfall taking place coming up Friday night into Saturday. That's going to be your best chance for seeing actual snow falling and maybe some accumulations taking place there. But Friday night into Saturday, we could definitely be having some ice and some snow accumulating around the area out there. So that's going to be the main time frame that I'm going to be watching. But even on Friday, especially Friday morning, if there is any precipitation, we could have a mixture going on at that time as well. Here's your current advisories, and you can see here Whitfield, Murray, and Gordon County for those rivers and streams out there, the Conasauga River, the Oostenaula River down there in Gordon County. We all know flood warning still in effect for those things there. We're going to continue to watch that. Now to the north, from the Cumberland Plateau up into Tennessee, also over here into the Carolinas, these are winter storm watches that have been posted, and the National Weather Service here and out of Atlanta has talked about possibly by as early as tomorrow issuing a winter storm watch for areas of northern Georgia. For us as current trends, if they continue to look as threatening as they do now, for issuing out a watch for us. But we'll see if they continue to do that by tomorrow. But that is definitely something to look out for. Now on the radar, you see some precipitation moving back to our north. This is ahead of our next storm system, but not exactly our next storm system. As we widen the picture out more, you'll be able to see this. The actual cold front, this is a cold front here that's coming in from the north out of Canada. This has a lot of cold air with it off towards the north. And here's our storm system still back out here towards the west, just now developing and moving in to the south and west. Now, so we put the features on there. Here's our cold front. This is all out ahead of the colder air. Here's the low pressure and another low pressure. These are going to combine, and they're going to move on into the air. Now, watch what happens here. And this is kind of why this has trended more of a wintry scenario for us here. And you can see this. Here's the cold front with all the cold air to the north and west of it. Here's our storm system still way off to the south and west. Now, as we go throughout your Thursday morning, notice this cold front cutting through Tennessee and Kentucky right now. Behind that, again, is some colder air situated behind that, and our storm system still way back out here into the south and west. Thursday afternoon, here comes the cold front knocking on the door just to our north and west. Some of that cold air again spilling in. Look at the storm still sitting back here in West Texas. So what does that mean? That means by Friday morning, this cold front is going to slide down to our south coming up for us Friday morning. The storm system, again, is still off to the west. The cold air is going to already begin seeping on into the area. And then the storm system and the moisture is going to move off towards the west. And that puts us into seeing that threat of seeing some wintry weather coming up for Friday, especially, again, Friday night into Saturday. But you can't rule out some precipitation moving in during the daytime hours on Friday. So what am I looking at kind of like now as a timeline? Again, Friday morning, we're expecting maybe if there's some precipitation around, we could see a Friday morning mix of some sleet, freezing rain, and some cold rain. And then that's a transition over to a cold rain for your afternoon hours on Friday. So let's say anywhere between about noontime and 6 o'clock on Friday, I'm expecting mainly just a cold rain. But we're only going to be looking at temperatures that are only going to be a degree or two around freezing. So it only takes a degree or two to actually change this scenario a little bit more and making this a much worse storm for us. So we'll continue to watch that. But that's the current thinking. Now, as we head in towards your Friday evening into Friday night, again, some more cold air should move on in. That winter mix should switch on over to snow around the area coming up for Friday night. So that would be the time frame to really watch again. It's Friday night and Saturday. But again, Friday morning as well through Friday about noontime, if there's some moisture around, could be looking at a winter mix as well then. Expect some travel problems likely coming up for us by Saturday morning. Again, like I said, National Weather Service out of Atlanta expected to maybe issue watches for this storm system coming up by tomorrow if the current trends continue. So Again, the winter storm is possible in the area, but still some questions and some things that needs to be worked out, and we'll continue to look at some of the new information that comes in. But overnight lows tonight, dropping down into the upper 20s to around 30 degrees, and for your Thursday, you're not going to think we're going to be looking at winter weather moving in with highs tomorrow making it up into the mid-50s, but then that front comes through tomorrow night so that by Friday morning temperatures plummet and we're down to around freezing again, and temperatures don't warm up too much on your Friday, highs only into the upper 30s, with that good chance of a wintry mix moving across the area, and that's rain, sleet, freezing rain, maybe even some snow. And then your Saturday, that should taper off as some light snow during the day, and then drying out for the weekend, but staying cold for your Sunday heading into next week. And we'll watch Tuesday as well. May see another system try to move in around that time frame. So a lot to watch, but of course we'll continue to keep you updated. That's a look at your weather webcast video for you on your Wednesday evening. Hope to have the next one on for you by Thursday. Have a great evening.